Well, good morning. Can you join me on the final day of the current river season? Back on Banks, my local river ooze, in an area where over the last 2 to 3 weeks I've caught 1 or 2 fish. I've caught some bream. You know, not a massive amount of fish, but I've caught 1 or 2 fish, caught some nice, decent sized bream as well. So I thought for the last day, get the brolly up, got the chair, travelling light again. Just have a nice little bit of comfort on the last day, and just like I say, I've come back to this area. I know I've had a few fish here, so I thought, well, I ummed and on, especially with the wind cutting across. Thought that'd be rude not to. Literally, I've just set up, stored 1 rod. Like I say, as you can see, I'm sat in my chair behind the brolly. Just got the rod out there, fishing a bit heavier setup today with the crosswind. So if the wind does get up, I can punch it out there without any, you know, it's got plenty of backbone, no fear of not hitting the same spot every single time. I'll probably be, this is literally, what, the second cast, I suppose. I started just as soon as it was getting light. Almost sat sort of 6-7 foot away from the bank, just so I could get the brolly in nice and snug. That's bite. Oh, missed it. So I'll get the brolly in nice and snug, and just like I say, just have that little bit of comfort from the wind. So I'm fishing, like I just said, a little bit heavier today, just for that purpose. So we'll get that back out there in a minute. So today I'm actually using a Cadence 13 foot number 3. Now I've got that with the 3-ounce tip. It might seem a bit heavy, but there's a good run on the water. Like I say, with the wind, I want to punch it out there, so everything's just stepped up just that little tiny bit. Still using the helicopter rig, but I've got a 1.5-inch corum feeder there. I've still got a number 9 stocks above the feeder there, just in case of any weed. And I've got a metre long 013 down to a size 16 Preston N30. It's one of the pre-tied. I've got a CS10 5000 reel, and that's £6 line. Like I say, no shock leader. Everything's just that little bit more stepped up, basically because of the conditions. So we'll get this back out there because we just had a bite. So I'm starting off with 4 dead reds. I mean, size 16, this N30 is quite a big hook, really. So you can get away with 4 dead reds or a decent sized bit of worm. There we go. So that's what we're gonna fish with. And I'm just gonna put a few casters in with the grain bait. Show you where I'm fishing. Back out there. So I'm fishing just past the middle. The shelf is about 3 parts to the middle there. So that's roughly where I've been catching most of the fish when I have fished here. So like I say, it's just a little bit of comfort. Once I'm out of ground bait, that's it. That's me done. I won't be mixing any more up. So I've got a bowl full, as you can see there. Bait Tech Pro feeder with some brown crumb and a little bit of black dye, and it goes olivey green colour. But that's a purely natural mix. There's no fish meal. And I've got some casters there. I've got about 3 parts of point casters there. Same as dead maggot. And every time I go out, I'm going to be putting a pinch of them in with the mix until it's all gone. I've got a few red maggots, got a few fluoros left from week or so. But it's not to do a bit, but I'll do for today, because after today I won't need it anymore. It's all going in. Like I say, give it a week or so. I might have to go on the local Roswell pit. So that's it, we're all set up, ready to go. I've got a flask behind me. See, it's just nice, comfortable. Behind the old brolly, keeping that cold wind. I mean, I left this morning, that was about 4 degrees. So with that wind chill, that's probably going to be getting close to minus. But, nice and snug. Got a rod just there, look. So if I do get fish, yeah, I've got to sort of get out from the brolly and land it a little bit further down there, you know, but I'm not particularly bothered today. It's the last day, just want to have a few hours relaxation. I've had a week off work, so I'm back to work tomorrow. So I'm just gonna chill on the bank, sit back, and hopefully, so we've had a bite, so hopefully we might get 1 or 2 fish. So it's got a good run on it. It probably isn't gonna, you know, it isn't gonna hold all day. That'll probably ease off a little bit. But with that bit of run, that bit of wind, speed set up, so it's all it is. I mean, I'm usually fishing a 5-pound line, 2-ounce feeder, 2-ounce tip, and an ounce feeder. So I've just stepped the feeder up a little bit, stepped the rod up, stepped the line up, so I can punch it out there into that crosswind, hit that same spot every single time without fail. All that remains to be seen now, let's get a few nods on the tip and hopefully I might be able to end the season on a snotty old slab. Wait and see. Here we go. Come on, my babby. First proper boy. Big fish. I have actually pricked one in the wind. Hey! Caught a fish on the last day. Go. So we've caught a fish on the last day. Look at that. Got the old glasses on because of the wind. Well, that'll do. Wow. I have had a small little bite afterwards. As you can see, it is proper gusting. Like this, and I'm tucked in behind the umbrella, and I've got a little bit of the flask left. We're still here. Might get another one yet, you never know. Got to have a bait in the water to catch one. See what happens. The wind is horrendous, but we did catch a fish for the last day of the season. Lovely little skip. But put him back. So there you go, it's been a funny old season, what with the restrictions and everything like that, but we've managed to get out. We've had some great results through the season. I've had 2 PBs. I've had a PB bream, £10.9, and I've also had a PB rudd, which I caught this last week at £2, 6 ounces, 8 grams. So all in all, 2 PBs in one season, that ain't too bad at all. We've had a couple of £100 bags of bream. We've caught 1 or 2 nice tench. It's been brilliant. Like I say, it's nice to get out on the final day and roll on the glorious 16th, so we can do it all again. So, from me, take care of yourselves. Thanks very much for watching my videos. Everybody take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time on the bank. Oosh! Oh, as you can see, I'm back in the motor, and something amazing happened just as I was packing up. I've literally packed everything away, packed the camera away, net's drying. I've texted a message, said yeah, I'll be home dinner time, and literally I'm sat there having the last brew that's in my flask, just sort of lay back on my chair, thinking, you know what, it ain't been a bad season really, been a bit trying, bit testing, and then I've looked up and the tip is just literally dropped back. Nah, it must be the wind, and I picked it up and felt a big weight resistance on the end. Thought, oh, feels like a nice bream. So I've played it in because thought, take me time, and it's come up, and for me, it's the absolute best way to end the season. I can't think of a better way and a better fish to end it on. And I've took a couple of photos the best I could on my phone, wedged my phone up. So I took a couple of photographs, and I'm going to put I'm not going to tell you what it is. A lot of people will probably already know, but I'm going to put a photograph at the end, and like I say, it has rounded my river season off an absolute treat. So I'm going to catch you next time on the bank, and take care of yourselves, and oosh, go on, babby. Hey!